All right, I think we're live. Green light from YouTube, everything looked good. Good morning, everyone. 1 second here. Yeah, morning and welcome to the live stream, guys. We're going to be trading, we're going to be going over the watch list soon here, and we're going to be trading the opening bell like you guys already know. Hope everyone had a great weekend. It was a super relaxing, nice weekend. Friday was such a roller coaster. Whew. I don't know if you guys were in the live stream. I know a lot of you guys were, or if you just watched the trading recap, but definitely go ahead and check it out. I already got CPAH on the screen. This is what we were trading. We traded 4 times last week or Friday, so it was really crazy. Little heads up, today's Monday. Just for a little documentation purposes, it's the 13th of January and it's 9:14 Eastern Standard Time. So we're a little bit early to the typical starting time. Market opens at 9:30. Which means we got about another 16-17 minutes before that happens, and then we'll be trading the market open for about 30 minutes. Wrapping it up. So this whole live stream usually lasts about 45 minutes. If you guys have any questions, video description below. I got FAQs there. Let's get into the watch list. Yeah, like I said, CPAH, guys, this thing was rallying super hard on Friday, and we traded it a whole bunch. Luckily, we ended up green. We had 2 red trades. Wait, is that true? Yeah, we had 2 red trades and 2 green trades, which is a little unfortunate because all the trades could have actually been really, really good. Okay, maybe that's not true because this one, we bought a breakout that, was a failed breakout. So I guess you could say fake out, and we kind of closed that position quickly. But, if we had just held it throughout the rest of the day, it would have been a green trade. That's kind of what I was thinking. But, who wants to hold a trade and be 26% negative? That is just never a situation. So we got out of that trade really, really quickly. The third trade on the day, this could have been a nice 5-6% gainer. I don't know why I didn't close that position. So I'm a little annoyed how I traded this one. I was really off my game though on Friday. And you guys will probably remember that when I was going over the watch list on Friday, I was just a scattered brain. I don't know what it was. I had a good night's sleep and everything, but I think I just didn't drink enough coffee. I honestly think that's what it was, because right after this trade, I was like, I'm doing something wrong. And I made a nice coffee and then I nailed the next trade and I just felt so much more alive. I think I was just generally exhausted, but yeah, CPAH was such a wild one. And even the recap video, you guys will probably remember this part when we broke above $3 and I was flipping out. I was like, oh man, you know what? I should probably be trading this. But I was totally out of trades. So there's no trading it, even if I wanted to trade it. And actually, I was going through all my accounts, and what I said on Friday about me not being able to trade today is true. We are totally slammed. We used all of our trades. So our cash account, we won't be able to trade it till tomorrow. And that's a little unfortunate, but that's just that's just how it is. And that's why I want to allocate less to my trades, a little bit less, so I can increase the amount of trades, which would decrease the actual position size, but it would let me trade a little bit more. So I want to get to being able to trade 3 days or three trades per day. That's my goal. Right now, if we alternate our account size, we can do 4 trades with our $1,000 position sizes. What's up, Andrew? Good morning. Isaac, good morning. Yeah, we're actually going to talk about MBOT as well, I believe. Was that the one we're going to talk about? Or no, oh God. That's my point. All right. We should be back. I have no idea. It says excellent connection, but that's what it said last time. I have no idea. Let me know in the chat room if we're live. You're back. It says, okay, cool. I like it. Market's opening in 40 seconds. We had no time to go over watch list. I'm super sorry. Let's just keep it easy, guys. I mean, you know what the watch list is. You saw me post it already, so you were able to review hopefully the stocks on your own. And you guys should always be able to, be prepared on your own as well. It's just, fun to go through these things as a group together. We got 25 seconds till the market opens. Again, I have no trades. So on the bright side, the market crashed or the internet crashed the one time I'm not able to trade. So that's the good news. I wish the best of luck, everyone. Let's see what happens today. Let's go. Here we go. 7 seconds left. All right. Let's keep a close eye on the watch list, guys. There's going to be a lot of stuff moving. CPAH would have been a phenomenal pre-market trade right here near the 4, near this big long-term support. That's what I would have probably done actually if we did have a trade available. I love that spot. I was watching it all pre-market and I did want to review that before the live stream or before the opening bell. All right, so we're a little... Oh my God. I remember 2 weeks ago, we had the worst live streaming issues. I apologize, it happens. I have zero control over what the internet does. I have backups, but my backup is equally as unreliable. Maybe one day I'll invest in my own solution. I have no idea, but this can't go on. MTL moving. So just keep an eye out here, see what's high on the day. And it looks like the stocks, we're looking at ADAP. Check this out, 63% up on the day. This is exactly what we want to be trading because let me quickly move on over here to our stock watch list. Oh, I gotta pull up my watch list and everything. Oh, it was a complete reboot I just had to do. Big volume here. Keep an eye out if it goes past 2.27. Let me quickly talk about ADAP for a split second. 144 million market cap, 11 million float. It's a UK biotech gapping up 110%. So positive news on its platform for identifications of tumors. Don't know much about that, but it's clearly enough to gap at 110% pre-market. Not to mention, this is a 11 million low float, so it's got really, really good PR. Tiny low float. Yeah, it's not the smallest market cap, but this thing can really, really fly. So I like this one. Big moves already out of the gate. 13% right here. This would have been a really nice one to trade. I like everything about it. There, look out. Yeah, DARE, Dare as well was on our watch list. It wasn't on my top 3, but I was giving a good little look-see. Oh, where did it go on our watch list? Here we go. Yeah, up 100%, $15 million dollar volume. That's a really, really nice one. 34 million market cap, 19 million shares outstanding. I mean, it's exactly what you want to be looking for, Isaiah. I think it's a great call. I love how this one's flying. I mean, this one just has so much potential. Whew, Tesla broke 500. Hot damn. Not really a stock we day trade, but as an investment, I love Tesla. I like the company fundamentally as well. And I mean, what's not to like about the Elon Musk? Is a crazy guy. Check out ADAP on the 5-minute. Really big support here at 2.22. We might get a little flash pullback, but this thing could just keep on running. I definitely, if I had a trade available, I'd probably have a limit order right here just in case. Probably even lower, maybe, yeah, 1.22 like I said. Right now facing some big resistance though, you just got to keep that in mind. We're at this 2.5 resistance area. A little healthy pullback here is totally warranted. Big sellers, whoo, check at that. Oh, what a shaky start today. I apologize for that, guys, again. I also wanted to talk about ASRT, 86 million market cap, 77 million float. It's a US drug company, gapping up 25%. Where's that ASRT? It's, you know, it's not moving as much as I was hoping for, but could have. It's selling off a little bit, but let's see if we see support in this 1.2 area. This thing could fly, but at the moment it's really dying. There's not a lot of interest on it as well. $0.7 million volume kind of makes me not even really want to pay attention to it. And LMFA, again, this was also on our watch list, but not really moving as much as I would have hoped. But 2.7 million market cap, 1.7 million float, US credit services company gapping 70% pre-market. I mean, these are huge spike potentials, right? Just at 1.7 million float, this thing is ridiculously tiny. And it has funding announcements, so that's some pretty interesting news. Although you know, all the former spikes on this one really did not last, so that would put me a little bit on edge with this for sure. It definitely looks like it has some shady financing going on, some dilution, whatnot. Let's focus on some of these big movers. Obviously, they're way more interesting, and you always want to be focusing on the top dollar volume. You want to be focusing on what's moving, and ADAP, guys, is really what's moving. DARE as well. Those are the two top ones we're looking at. So I'm gonna, you know, again, I wanted to catch up my watch list a little bit, but again, everything comes down to what has the most dollar volume. So here you really see it. This is where the interest is today. We have a Hive 3. This thing is flying. Wow, I would have loved to trade this one, guys. This is the gap and go strategy we have been talking about. Like most of last week, we only got, actually all of last week, we only got one gap and go trade. And of course, the day I don't have trades, this thing just flies. This would have been such a nice entry. I would have loved doing this one. I would have got aggressive. I know it. Yeah, I don't know. This thing, I love everything about it. Unfortunately, I didn't call out what I would have done trading wise just because I was trying to finish up reviewing the watch list. I would have loved to review DARE as well. But, you know, that just happens sometimes. It's life. You can't deal with everything. This thing's pulling out back pretty heavy. Keep an eye out for this 2.7 area. There could be some big support here, and even more so 2.5. I think this thing could pull back super fast to these areas, so I'm just gonna keep a little watch out for that. If I had a trade available, I probably would have a limit order right here at 2.53, 2.55, 2.57. I don't know. Just kind of be ready in case there is one of those flash crashes, because I love those. Those, you know, can give you a really nice entry. Otherwise, you could be wanting to, you know, buying this on the breakout right here at 2.6 would have been the ticket. This thing ran right afterwards. 30%. Woo! That's super fun. So I'm going to put an alert here, see how much this thing pulls back. And I'll check out some of the other things you guys are calling out in the chat room. Yeah, CPAH, guys, back at $5. Whoo, yeah, really nice. Oh, man. Oh, God. It's so painful that there's so much that is just moving today. It's the one day, you know, you don't have any trades available. So I want to start alternating my accounts, so I always have two trades no matter what. That's kind of my new philosophy. I just want to be able to trade every day. I don't have to trade every day, but I want to be able to, because you don't know which day is going to rally. You know, tomorrow the market could be dead, right? And then we have, you know, four trades to do, but the market's dead. So great. You know, how does that help us? So I just want to be able to trade every day. And today would have been a nice day. CPAH, good call out, Soar. Moving really higher, big resistance here. We broke past it. We had a nice pullback right here, 4.2, and then just rallies 27%. I mean, this is what we live for. This is super, super nice. Love that one. What else we got? ADAP up 170%, guys. Wow. I turned away for 1 second and this thing just flies. Also, if you're watching this on playback, I'm going to apologize because I guarantee you Google, when it syncs, or I guess you could say YouTube, when it syncs the audio and the video, it's going to completely butcher it because there's typically video missing and there's audio. I don't know how it really works, but that's how I've noticed when there's internet issues, there's a complete mess up. Hey, so there's nothing wrong with leaving a trade too early. There's nothing wrong about that. No one's ever gone broke taking profits. DARE is moving up really nicely, slow but nicely. Nice buyers here. VWAP might be some big resistance. I'd probably watch out just a little bit, but you know, if we break above VWAP again, this thing could be flying. I'm going to put a little alert on here. Today is such a crazy flying day. ADAP, guys, above 200%, over 200% now. It is. It's yeah, you're right. It's totally ridiculous using a mouse for everything. And that's why I missed a lot of trades. But yeah, I do use a mouse. I don't use hotkeys. Although honestly, TD Ameritrade doesn't really have that great hotkeys. I was going through it and I can't segment the amount I want to allocate for a trade. And that's really the big problem. So if I can say I want to allocate 25% of my portfolio to this trade, then I would probably use hotkeys, but I can't. I don't know. I find that a little bit annoying with the TD Ameritrade hotkeys. Looks like we might have our first little pullback here. Keeping a close eye on it. If this pulls back, who knows where it's going to go, but it might drop really, really quick. And I wouldn't be surprised if we had, 17% pullback or something like that. So maybe 3.5 could see some really big support, keeping a close eye on that. Might even go lower, 3.3, 3.27 could be a really good dip buy. We'll see. This is going to be fun. Yeah, man. ChemDog, really cool move. Yeah, days like these, you don't get them all the time. So it's just so much fun when you're on board with something like this. But unfortunately, guys, I used my 4 trades on Friday and I don't really regret it because we had a pretty cool Friday. I maybe wish that, no, I have no regrets. I think it was a good Friday. But yeah, small count, challenge is tough because you deal with these issues like not being able to trade. Like, what is that? It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, looks like it's pulling up again. This thing, who knows how far it's going to rally. I mean, it might just keep pulling back. I don't know. We're at 3 minutes and 43 seconds. I mean, it's 3:43. So it's 9:43 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, dude, this thing could easily run another 10 minutes or so before pulling back. Okay, so let's see what happens here. First potential pullback, I would say, is at least 3.5. But I think these pullbacks could be more micro pullbacks because I don't necessarily find that this rally is over, but who knows? We could keep going to 3.5. We could keep going to 3.3. Could even go lower. But let's see if this EMA 15 kind of finds some support. So I think this 3.5 area could be tremendous support. That's kind of what I would be looking for. I don't think I would be aggressive enough to enter the trade for a secondary breakout without a further pullback. So I would like a further pullback now and then a continuation. I'm in Berlin, and Berlin is notorious for having bad Wi-Fi. Even a co-working space I go to all the time, their whole Wi-Fi goes out multiple times a day. It's ridiculous, and it's tough because you can't even really do anything. You could call T-Mobile, you could call Vodafone, which I have all the time, and they're just like, you know what? The one time their support even told me, "Do you need Wi-Fi right now?" I almost lost it. I was so mad. $3.7, $3.69. Man, just watching this is just absolutely wild. So this pullback already, 24%. The most I'll see a pullback is around 27, 28, maybe 30%. But after that, things start really cooling off. There's a good chance for a bounce. But just because that's past performance doesn't mean that that's going to be, future performance. But it's good to know, how much things on average pull back while they continue rally. If they pull back more than that, 40% or something like that, that's just not looking good for a secondary rally. But usually these healthy pullbacks, 20, 25, 17 you see a lot, I feel like. Oh yeah, the day just began. I think Hemdog, I think there's a really good chance that ADAP will at one point, but it might need to form a bit more of a base here on the 5-minute candle, kind of figure out where it's going. I wouldn't be surprised if it continued maybe pulling back to, I don't know, 3.3 or something like that before it began that second rally. I might be totally wrong, but this was a really aggressive run up, and you don't want to underestimate sometimes the correction. And I mean, this thing was up what, 260% or something like that, something absurd. So it closed about 1.3. It went up to about 1.6. Yeah, 250% give or take. That's a pretty strong rally. Extended hours plus the first 17 minutes of the market open. Dare was also looking really, really good. I'm gonna go put my alert here, see if this thing cracks it. Plays. I wish I could trade with you guys today. Today is just today is on fire, but sometimes it's good just to take like a day off and kind of reassess it, and especially on Monday, after the weekend. MREO, big runner, big former runner, having a little bit of a pullback, but big support here at 2.2, 2.4 even. A lot of interesting moves. VRNA, yeah, this one finding some support here near $7. Check out the 5-minute candle. How many 5-minute candles is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did I count that right? I don't think I've ever seen 13 red 5-minute candles in a row. Big bounce potential on this one, but even if you get a huge bounce, that's only about a 5-7% profit. And I don't know, that's not some risk reward ratios that I'm typically after. JILL, big moves pre-market, but then kind of sold off. That's why I was kind of focusing on these smaller caps. Somehow they looked a little bit more intriguing. ADAP finding some support here, 3.7. Did not even go down to 3.5. This might just continue running. I don't know. Or it's going to have, this could just be a little dead cat bounce on the way down. I don't think I would be trading it right now. This is, to me, it's just a little choppy, although it is clearly breaking out of 4 right now. But you guys know how I am with breakouts. I'm horrible at them. Yeah, interesting stuff. Ah, man. What I would have wanted to do would probably be try to get this dip, this pullback. But if I missed that pullback, buying this breakout at 2.5, 2.6 even would have been the ticket. Easy to say in hindsight. But yeah, really nice. Solid trade, Andrew. Super, super nice. I think there's a really good chance that this thing's going to pull back again. See, try to get a little bit more support showing here. These runners are they're really easy to miss. At least for myself, my trading style, my personality, I've noticed I'm way too conservative on the runners. Yeah, you're right. There was some nice volume here. These tiny moves are such big percent gainers. It's kind of ridiculous. It's super fun to watch though. Big sellers near the 4. Uh-oh, I think it cracked. 1 minute candle opened a little bit lower. Here we go. This thing is looking shaky at 4. 407 big sellers. Which EMA are you looking at? Phew, shaky, shaky, shaky. ADAP. Yay. Very quickly, I want to check out DARE, D-A-R-E, breaking to the upside here. Really nice little break. 7% move as well. I would be a little cautious right now. We're getting close to... It's 9:52. This is usually when I'm trying to be a little bit more pause off. 1.87 is about to break out. Oh, right here. Boom. Nice break right there. Let's see how that continues. ADAP pulling back a little bit. Not too aggressively though. BYND, Beyond Meat, is always going crazy. Octo Daddy, I think you're new here. Nice to have you in the room. Octo Daddy. Yeah, I just really wish I could have traded today. So tomorrow we're gonna have all of our trades back, and I think I want to start rotating my trades, like I said earlier in this video. I think that's super powerful to be able to do that. That way you can always at least have 2 trades. Oh, guys, look at this breakout. That was really nice. 8% move right off the bat. This could just keep going past 2. Let's see what happens here. Decent resistance. 1.92. A little healthy pullback right now. 40 million market cap, 19 million shares outstanding. ADAP basically went from a small cap to a mid cap, like in one morning. Mid caps typically start around 500 million. Right now it's at 405 million. DARE wasn't really able to pull back, so I think this thing might, there's a really good chance it's going to break out from here again. 2.04. Check out this 150, 116, 4079. This is I want to say definitely going to break out, but nothing's definite. But just really nice volume coming in. Uh-oh, having some issues though. Boom, there's that break. Yeah, so much is flying today, huh? This would have been a nice little breakout buy. 15%, 17%, just like that. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, I guess. ADAP still about 3.86. Finding some support. Check out the 5 minute again, guys. This chart right here is the 5 minute, and you can see this 3.7 area is acting as pretty big support. I wouldn't be surprised if it did dip under 3.7 for a little bit. Let's see what happens here. I kind of want to watch this potential crack back to the upside. All right, here we go. Was that the dip? Was that already over? That was such a quick one. Do you mean like a margin account or an offshore account that uses margin? They're back below $2. Oh man, what a fun day. I didn't even get to trade today and it was still just super fun. It's like, so ADAP, guys, it looked like there was so many buyers. It was not able to crack that 3.7 level, and it tried super hard. It went down to what, 71? Yeah, offshore margin, especially like Ross Cameron does it. I think he's a savage and he's an amazing trader. For me, he's been trading over 10 years and he's got a lot of experience. For me, I was pretty rusty getting back into stocks. I used to trade stocks purely when I lived in New York City, and I was a prop trader. And then I focused on my company, and then I went into trading crypto for a while, which was great. But the commissions are just out of this world with crypto trading, and it's really not volatile at all. So it's really hard to day trade crypto, I have found. Although I still do it, and you can sometimes get really nice entries because there's these flash crashes. Support lines are amazing. But since I'm a little rusty with stocks, I decided to give myself all the advantages, basically using TD Ameritrade. 0 commissions with offshore brokers. The commissions are ridiculously high. You even have to pay per share sometimes, like a few cents. It's insane. You also have to pay platform fees, monthly platform fees. And I don't even really short. And if I'm using margin, I understand you can grow your account much faster. I totally get that. But I think there's just a lot of room to make a mistake, especially if you don't have maybe a super solid foundation like I was lacking in October. Right off the bat, we made a lot of little mistakes that if we were using a margin account offshore, it would have caused us a lot of issues and probably even cleared out of our account. So that's why I'm using TD Ameritrade, US broker, no fees. It gives me a lot of freedom. Guys, ADAP is 100% breaking right now to the upside. There is a chance of a potential re-entry here near $4, maybe $4.05. Try to get one of these pullbacks. But these entries, they're not guaranteed. And oftentimes you end up missing the move. At least that's what happens with me. Nice, ChemDog. Woo! Oh my God, guys, I wish we were trading this one. I think we probably would have used 2-3 trades by now. Just this breaks the upside alone was already 6-7%. Really nice. I think there is a chance this thing's going to probably fly past 4. but I wouldn't put all my eggs on it. I'd probably make 2 trades out of it. I don't know. Give myself a little bit of a framework here based on long-term support and resistance. Wow, that was a pretty fast reversal right there, huh? That's why I kind of like to make 2 trades out of these. And that's why I sell so quickly. But you just never really know. Here, wow, okay, now it's dipping pretty fast. 3.79. Woohoo! Talk about sweaty fingers. So we're finally seeing this 3.7, potentially 6 area get hit. This pullback might be a bit more aggressive. I don't think it's really over just yet. Let's see what happens here. Falling volume at the end of the bull flag. Good volume on the break. Super nice. Okay, so we hit 3.52. I'm going to watch this on playback because you know what? I missed this potential dip right here. I missed why it turned around. I would have liked to see it again in slow motion. What was the flipping point? So watching the level 2, at what point did the order book flip? I like a potential entry kind of maybe right here, to be honest with you guys. 3.5 is massive support. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, Andrew, it's buying breakouts is tough. And you had actually a really nice entry at 4. Yeah, nice work with the stop loss. There's nothing wrong with losers. Even the best traders aren't really right more than 70% of the time. Right now, our P&L, what is that? I think it's like at 62. 62%. 61.54% is what my winning ratio is. So there's nothing wrong about being wrong. You just don't want to let you know, any one trade cause too much damage. Yeah, I wasn't looking at it as well. Now that I don't have trades, I'm a little distracted. I'm just like not as paying attention to the order book as I should be. But I'm gonna be rewatching this one like I always do, and just kind of studying at what point is there that flip in the order book. Usually when I see, and this is what happened with CPAH, if you guys remember, you know, we sold the breakout too early, but the reason I did that is because there was a giant amount of sellers at, what was it, 175 or something like that. Right here, if you remember that from the live stream, 1.75, it just constantly did not make it through. And this could have pulled back all the way to 1.4. And I was like, I'm not having it, I'm out of here. Unfortunately, I traded this one wrong. But I did that again here and I got out just in time because again, there was a big wall of sellers. So that time it worked. CPAH pulling back, had a really nice run up here. This run up is 30%, super beautiful. Coming back to support, really nice support line bounce right here. $4 again. I mean, this is a classic support zone. Guys, there's just so many trading opportunities today. It's so nice. Everything's moving everywhere. So I'm just missing all of it. Let's see where this one goes. 3.4. Like one of the things I said maybe 15 minutes ago is, maybe even less than that, is that 9:55 to like 10:05, 10:10, I like to be extra cautious. I've noticed that things start reversing at that time. And I just don't want to play it. To me, it's a little bit choppy. The gap and go strategy is basically over. And now we're getting into kind of like the second half of the morning trading. That's why 9:55, you probably won't see me entering a trade. And that's kind of what happened right here. This was 9:55. We had a nice little, or this was already 9:57, a little pop to the upside, and it kind of failed. This is going to try to find some sort of bottom, and when it does, then there's going to be a really nice bounce. Who knows when that bottom's going to come, but I think there's a good chance that bottom's going to be above $3. If it's at 3, or if it's 350 or 340, if it's right now, maybe it's already now. Who knows? But if this thing's going to try to find a bottom, and I guarantee you at like 10:15, 10:20, 10:25, if this continues to run again, then that's going to be probably around the time it's going to do some run. Now, it's not an exact science, and every stock's going to be different. And sometimes in the middle of the day, you're just going to have a massive rally. And so it's like, it's hard to say anything is facts, because it's not. But those are just some patterns and trends I've noticed. This thing's pulling off again here, 3.4. I don't know. It's just choppy right now. There's no clear trade. There's no clear support, no clear resistance. There's no clear breakout. It's just, right now it's just chop, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of that. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up the live stream there. Got plenty of things I need to actually do. And I'm going to be coming out with a recap video, not really about the charts, but about some interesting things that I discovered last week that my watch has been telling me. So I'm going to be focusing on that a little bit. Stay tuned for that video. It was super fun trading with you guys. I apologize for the internet. I complain to my internet provider probably on a weekly basis.